hello, my beautiful YouTube family. Welcome back to the T.E.L.L. learning portion of T.E.L.L. Joanne. I am your girl, Joanne. Guys, let's continue our next 2.5 weeks of going behind the scenes, songs that we know, and actually listening to interviews of either the person who sings the song or a person who is familiar with the song and letting them tell us the meaning behind the song. All right, so before we continue, you guys know what we're about to do if you are part of the family, aka you're ready to subscribe. But if you're new to the channel, this is when I say hello. I hope you are enjoying the 2+ weeks. Now put me on pause, give yourself a beverage of choice. Hit that subscribe button so that you can become part of this absolutely amazing community. And on the count of 3, we'll do our chair. You guys ready? 1, 2, 3. I'm excited. All right, guys, without further talking, first time reaction to Procol Harum, A Whiter Shade of Pale, the story behind the song. Guys, when I saw this title, you know I had to jump at it. So, all right, without further talking, let's just let me hear it. Let's go.
When Procol Harum started and that era from then, the whole atmosphere changed slightly until things became really a bit more important and a bit more serious and a bit more artistic.
Everyone had started becoming more experimental. You know, the art was kind of creeping in.
I do remember having this musical idea, which I worked out on the piano, Air on a G-string, which was a Bach composition, and it came out. But I think when I got after about the first 2 bars, I think I got it wrong, kind of thing, or didn't remember where it went, but I just carried on in my own way. And I wrote this sequence which had a bit of Bach-like melody over the top, a bit Air on a G-stringy, just in that style. And I think it was about then that an envelope had either arrived that morning or something, and I opened it and it was some new lyrics from Keith. And the first one that I opened was A Whiter Shade of Pale.
We skip the light fandango, turns cartwheels across the floor. I was feeling kind of seasick. The crowd called out for more. The room was humming harder as the ceiling flew away.
You know, I was at a party, just a bunch of people sitting around and having a good time. And they were talking about a friend of theirs. They were saying, you kind of look a bit strange, or you look a little pale, or this. I overheard this little conversation, and I turned that into that phrase, A Whiter Shade of Pale.
First just go sleep, turn the whiter shade of pale.
I've always been very interested in visual, you know, in pictures, in painting, in cinema. You know, I've always been interested in visual stuff, and so you try and come up with that in words. You try and I mean, these are very abstract things, but it's kind of what you're trying to express, and that's the way I work. Basically with an idea, you know, building, going from a little piece, you know, you could say if you were a painter, you know, a few brush strokes, and you look at it and you go, what is that? What could that be? Kind of like being at the, Toulouse-Lautrec type picture.
You said there is no reason, and the truth is plain to see. But I
used to like, I still do, I used to like the surrealist painters very much. So, like a Dali painting, you might think, I'd like the song, I'd like it to feel like a Dali painting looks. You know, clocks dissolving and just fantastical things. You know, the colours that somebody would use in a picture. You try and come up with that in words.
Oh my gosh. So guys, if you guys remember my reaction to it, it is like, I felt like I was like, I don't know the meaning of the song, but you just feel the song. And I think he did a absolutely beautiful job putting it into words. So as I'm saying this, I'm watching this, and this is not the version of the video that I saw. So comment below. I don't know I'm like, if it's gonna be a first time reaction or whatever, but I am definitely gonna watch this. I want to watch this video, but comment below if you guys want me to wait and record it, or if you guys are just like, all right, Joanne, just watch it on your own. I don't know, just comment below, but either way, I'm definitely gonna watch it. This is just so amazing. This is just absolutely amazing. And then really to hear how he described the song and how he described the painting and everything, it just, I think it just makes me feel good and reassures why I was listening to it, and I can hear it, and again, I can feel it. But I asked you guys at the end, what is this song about, right? You can't describe painting. You cannot describe masterpieces. You cannot describe art. You just can feel it, and that's just it. You know what I mean? You just can feel it. All right, let me just continue. All right, let's go.
As the miller told his tale, that her face at first just ghostly turned the wider shade of pale.
It was out before Sergeant Pepper album, and before
how graceful he aged. Okay, let's talk about that real quick. All right, let me just go back. I just had to say it, y'all. You guys know I had to say it. All right, let's go.
Shade of pale.
it was out before Sergeant Pepper album, and before a lot of other things. It was the very first attempt to really go off into another angle. I think really there was no fashion or style that was like a white shade of pale, and which is possibly one of the reasons that it shocked and affected everybody, was that it wasn't like anything else.
Guys, comment below and let me know. Let me know if you were one of those people, those amazing family members that gave me a little insight on the song, or if you were one of these people like me who like had no idea what the song was really about, but just knew that you felt what the song was about. All right. So on that note, I'm going to see you guys on the next reaction.